Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here. And what I got for you today is a review of the JJRC H345. Now, what is the H345? As you can see here, what it is JJRC is giving you 2 for 1. You get 2 quadcopters in one package. The idea is, since these have internal batteries, you charge them both up, and when one wears out, you're ready to go with the second one. So it's like having 2 batteries, and 2 different quadcopters to fly at the same time. One of these is, I can't remember which is which. This is the JJR2, and the JJ2 and the JJ1. Okay, what is the difference between the JJ2 and the JJ1? Well, they're both foldable quadcopters. There's a slight weight difference. This one's a little bit heavier. But other than that, they are 2 little folding quadcopters with a little bit slightly different shape. Let's look at the JJ1 up close. One folded here, because we're going to go right into flight right after this. So you unfold them just like any other little unfoldable quadcopters. You can carry these easily in your pocket, along with the controller. The controller's not very big, but it has an on-off switch on the back, a little charging port. I forgot the battery size. It looks like around 220 milliamp hour inside there. It has a very bright LED up in front of it. But other than that, it is a little chargeable, little folding quadcopter. Bright LED in front and 2 bright LEDs in the back. Let's look at the JJ2. JJ2 also folding quadcopter. Unfolds like so, but it has 3 bright LEDs up front. I'm sorry. So this one has a lot more bright LEDs up front of it. So the one is going to light up even better. Probably good night flyer. And here's its charging port on the back, and again, a on-off switch along with 2 red LEDs on the back. So very similar. And let's go over the controller. This is the controller. This is your rates, your flip button. You press it and then tell which direction to flip. And these both do have headless mode and 1 key return, which you activate by pressing headless mode in that direction and 1 key return for that direction. It has yaw trim, it has pitch trim, and it has roll trim for the pitch and roll stick. Okay, before we fly them, let's put them up one more time, show them together. This is what they look like. Similar but different. So we will start off with this big boy first. Or no, let's start off with this one here, the white JJRC JJ1 or 2, I forget. It's hard to keep track. But again, all we do is turn on the on-off switch in the back and turn on the transmitter. First thing we want to try, after binding, if it binds. Okay, first thing we want to try is to give it some throttle, then turn off the transmitter. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, and it slows down. So that's what will happen if we fly out of range. Rebinding. And let's take to the air. Low rate first. See how it feels. Very gentle flyer in low rate. Bring it up close, show it to you. Rotate it. There's its light. Very bright light. And actually, nice little flyer in low rate. Very gentle. Okay, let's go to higher rate. Actually, not too bad in high rate either. Flip it. Very good flipper. Can we do a running flip? Oh yeah, we can do rolls. Third rate. The yaw doesn't seem to increase much, but we get much greater pitch for higher speed. Not a bad little flyer. Now, the advertisements for this have people showing it, flying it 2 at once, 2 at the same time. I do not recommend doing that. One is just you're gonna lose control and lose a quadcopter if you try doing that. It's really meant, the idea is that you get 2 quadcopters for the price of 1, and that allows you to continue flying with a different quadcopter. Okay, let's try that headless mode. Headless mode is on, and it, okay, pulling back, pulling right, pulling left. It works. I'm flying sideways right now. Let's go off in that direction and press that 1 key return. And there's the 1 key return. Now keep in mind, 1 key return is not a true return to home, folks. All it does is go the exact opposite direction the quadcopter was pointed. Here it comes again when it took off. We were pointed in that general direction. But it works. Let's turn off that headless mode. Let's turn it on one more time to show you again. Pushing forward. I'm spinning the quadcopter while doing this to show you that the heading has no effect on the direction of the quadcopter. That's always forward, and this is always back. And again, this is for beginners who may lose orientation on a quadcopter. But actually, I recommend you learn how to maintain orientation just by its movement alone. If it's moving to the right, turn to the right, and it'll bring it back toward you. If it's moving to the left, turn to the left, and it'll come back toward you. Wow, this is a nice little flyer. I'm really surprised at this. Notice that we don't have blue sky today. That's unusual for me. Gray sky today. I have a little weather system going through here. Well, well, well. I do like this little quadcopter. Little sport drone. I was just flying another sport drone the other day, the X13 from Minghui. This is a nice one too. And you get 2 for 1. I haven't flown the JJI yet. Let's see how that performs after the battery on this one wears out. Let's bring it up close again. And there it is. Back trim. Back trim. Yeah. There we go. I'm trying to level it off a bit. A little bit of forward trim. There we go. I got it hovering. I'm trying to get it to hover. Oh. Yeah, that's good enough. Well, the battery should be low right now. Let's try a punch shot though with a low battery. Not a lot. The battery's low. So not a bad little quadcopter. Good learn to fly. No altitude hold. You know, I see a lot of people have flown their altitude hold quadcopters, and then they want to transition to racers or something like that, and find it so hard because they never learned throttle control. This one you would learn throttle control, proper throttle control, so that's why I would recommend this for beginners. Going back to low rate. This is low rate, not bad at all. It's full forward pitch. Okay, and I think its battery's getting low. Its lights are blinking. How about the front light? Is that front light blinking? Yep, you can see we got LVC warning. So our battery's about to go. Let's see how much of a warning we get before it. Oh, there we go. That's it. So that's the flight time of the little white one. I'm not going to call them JJ1 and JJ2. Yeah, this is JJ1. The other one, the bigger one, is JJ2. Okay. Turning the transmitter off. Now let's fly the JJ2. Turning the power on. Making sure everything's extended correctly. And pointing in that direction there. That'll be our headless mode direction. Turning on the transmitter. Okay, we're bound. And I'm going to give it a little throttle and check it again. 1001, 1002, 1003. This one shuts off a little faster than the other one. Rebinding. Okay, got solid lights. And taken to the air. JJ2. We are in beginner rate. Well, we got fresh battery power. Let's punch it. Sending it up high, 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 high. It's way up there, folks. And then cutting the throttle. I could just barely see it. Letting it come down. Applying throttle. Okay. And no vortex ring state in that drop, so you can do such. By the way, beginners, don't set your quadcopter up high like that or you will lose it, because sometimes the wind is quite different up in the sky. Oh, look at that one go up there. Don't do what I'm doing, folks. Okay, cutting the throttle. Letting it drop like a rock. Applying throttle. And that stopped the motors, or stopped the drop. So if you do such and find yourself in trouble, just cut the throttle and we'll come right back down. Okay, going to higher rate. We haven't tried the flips yet, have we? Oh, there goes that Raven again. Come back here, Mr. Raven. Oh, this has good range on it. Quite good range. Coming back down. Let's see what type of range we can get with these little quads. Going to higher rate. Going down the field. Going down the field. I'm going to go down to about 70, 80 meters where it starts to get hard to see. Okay, so that's its rate. This one's not as agile as the little white one. Probably because it's a little bit bigger and heavier. I'm in high rate right now. Beginner, intermediate, high. So, but it's still a good flyer. Again, meant for beginners wanting to learn how to fly, and these two are definitely worthy of doing such. Going over this way. See if I can go over by that barrel over there, which is about, I'd say about 50, 60 meters away. Going over by the barrel. Going around the barrel. I'm staying above the horizon so I can see that little black thing. And yeah, definitely got good range on it. This is full high rates. Let me see if I can land this here. Because I think no, that seems to be okay. So it's not, that's its maximum pitch. What I was applying there, max forward pitch and high rate. So again, this one's quite a bit more gentle than the white one, and I think the idea is learn to fly. And coming around, let's try the headless mode. We haven't done it yet with it. Headless mode, activate it. Going off in that direction, pulling back, going off in that direction, going out far. And we'll press that one key return. And remember, the one key return, all it's doing is flying backwards to the opposite direction it was pointed. And one key return, here it comes. You know, I see the advertisement, there's a video produced by JJRC for this, and they press that one key return and it lands in the guy's hand. That ain't gonna happen, folks. You know, I don't know why the different vendors advertise their quadcopters like one key return is a true return to home and landing. Unless you have a quadcopter with a GPS, it will not do such, folks. That's just false advertisement, in my opinion, when you see those type of ads. All it does, again, is if you go down, look, if I go off to, let's go off to the right. If I'm over here on the right, to the right of me, and I press the one key return, it's going to fly parallel to me. In the exact, you know, and it can't fly away from you once it gets past you. Now, inversely, or let's go over this way and press the one key return. And I want to show you the dangers of that. If it's behind me, when you press that one key return, it will actually fly away from you. So do not depend on that as a return to home, folks. One key return does not do that. And every one of these little toy quadcopters that advertise, you know, it as a return to home, that's just false advertisement, in my opinion. Okay, we still got plenty of power on this. No LVC warning yet. There's a long flyer. Let's bring it up close so you can see it. There it is. Got those bright LEDs on the front. Three of them on this one. And on the back, 2 red LEDs. Boy, I'm getting a lot of flight time out of these 2 little quadcopters. Still will flip. And there we go. No more flips. And we got our LVC warning here, as you can see. White blinking lights. So, flight time's almost over. Let's see what type of flight time we get with the slightly heavier JJ2. And I'll compare it to the JJ1's flight time. Slightly heavier, slightly more docile, JJ2. And that's it. So that was the JJ2. So all in all, you know, this is a nice little setup for beginners or intermediates. Wanting, you know, they are little sporty things, but at the same time can be very docile. So let's hold them up one more time before we shut down here, showing you the difference. Again, this is the 1 and the JJ2. Neat little drones, micro drones. Hope you enjoyed this flight. This is Quadcopter 101, signing out.